Okay, lovely. Should we just start and keep rolling then?
Yes, I think I'll just start. I Quite a few people have joined, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we
So,
are 8 at the moment.
so I'll start, and you can just let them in one by one when they come.
Yes, yes, definitely. And just also warm welcome from me before Sonam starts. A lot. I know that some of you are here, her friends or clients, or other way around, and some of you are here from the shift. So we're gonna have again a combination here together because this is gonna be a very awesome call. I know. I trust Sonam, and I'm really happy that she's here together with us. So welcome, Sonam.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you so much. So, thank you everyone for joining in. And I'll just give a brief intro before we start. I'm Sonam Chamaria, and I have been a practicing tarot reader, professional tarot reader for over 14 years now. I'm also a chakra healer and a law of attraction coach. And I'm also an inspirational author. And today, what we're going to do is I'm going to do a radical forgiveness and a cord cutting healing practice with all of you. So, before we start, I just would like to talk about it a little bit so you know exactly what you're getting into. A lot of you might have faced some karmic patterns in life where a certain pattern keeps repeating, and different people might enter your life, but the same thing keeps happening to you. So that is an example of a karmic pattern. And sometimes you have a soul connection with someone. So it could be that the same person keeps hurting you again and again, or it could be that multiple people do that like a pattern, or it could be that you are in a relationship with someone. It could be a family member, a love relationship, or anything, but there is a lot of friction there. It could also be that you have a soul connection with someone who is no longer in your life. This person could have passed away, but you still feel some sort of connection. So every person that we meet and every interaction that we have in our lives, we form energetic cords with these people. These energetic cords sometimes stop working for us. They no longer serve the highest good, and they no longer bring us any positivity or value add in our lives. So today I'm going to look at these cords, and when I say cord cutting, I will help you cut these cords with certain people. It is mostly it is used for forgiving someone if you feel that you have been carrying a grudge over a certain period of time with someone who has hurt you in the past. And this is one of the strongest exercises you can do to get yourself to forgive them. And please remember that forgiveness does not mean that you are okay with what they did, but forgiveness is something that you do to relieve yourself of that burden or that pain. You no longer choose to carry it ahead with you. So we're not condoning them for what they've done is right, but we're just trying to liberate ourselves from that pain, and we refuse to carry it ahead with us. So I hope that this makes sense for you, and I feel that for each one of you, you will relate at some level. So you can use this exercise to improve your relationship with someone in your life, but you feel something is not just right at an energetic level. Someone from your past you're not able to cut out of your life, or someone who has passed away. It can be with the parent that you're carrying it from birth. So these are soul contracts. And today I'm going to tell you, going to do a healing practice right here on the call, which will help you cut these cords and energetically heal from it so that you're no longer affected by it. So, Diana, does that sound exciting?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I'm really keen on this. It's also fascinating because yesterday we talked about fears and now we are touching the subject of forgiveness, which is such a deep thing for all of us, which is scary at the same time to dwell in. And it's so important,
Yes,
really.
and I feel that it's one of the toughest things to do, to forgive someone and to move ahead in life without carrying that grudge is something very important. So, we're going to do this healing practice right now. Everyone on the call, it would help if you have a glass of water with you. If you don't, it's fine, but you can just have a glass of water after the ritual is done. So, we're going to start with the ritual now, and I'm going to tell you the exact steps that you need to work on. While we're doing this practice, a few of you might feel some emotions coming up. You could maybe yawn, you could have tears in your eyes, you could sneeze, so it works, depends on how your energy works. So that's okay, just let it all flow. If you do feel some energetic shifts, if you feel like yawning, sneezing, watery eyes, anything, that's a good sign. That's a sign that this is working. And lastly, I would like to mention that because you have been carrying these energetic cords are connecting you to these people for a very long time. It could take multiple sessions for you to absolutely cut out the cords, and it may not. You might feel that after the first session, the next time you try and do it yourself, you might feel that some of the cords have regrown. That is natural, that is normal. It just takes multiple sessions because these can be very deep rooted issues that we're dealing. So now I'm going to start with the session. So all of you, I just want you to close your eyes, just sit in a comfortable position. And I want all of you to close your eyes. Just close your eyes and calm down. Just take 3 deep breaths to calm down your energy so we can begin this practice. Now, I want you to imagine that one person who is either currently in your life or is someone from the past or whatever it is, someone you want to forgive or someone you want to cut off the negative cords with. Just imagine this one person. It can be a parent, a friend, a sibling, a past lover, a current lover, absolutely anyone. And just imagine them sitting right in front of you. I want you to focus on each and every aspect. I want you to imagine their face, their hands, their body, everything. I want you to imagine them as clearly as you can, and they're sitting right across from you. Take your time and think of them. Just maybe for some people it's easier if you imagine them standing in front of you, both of you standing face to face or sitting, whatever works for you. Just imagine them right in front of you. Try and make this picture as clear as possible. Next, I want you to very calmly and very honestly imagine what kind of cords you can see connecting from your body to theirs. When I say cords, cords are basically energetic connections, and these can feel different for different people and for each relationship. Sometimes they are smooth like a ribbon, sometimes they can be very rough, like roots of a tree. They can be like thick ropes. They can be thinner, they can be fragile, they can be very strong, they can be metallic, they can be like wires. Just take your time and imagine these cords connecting you to this other person. For a lot of people, these cords are mostly found around your navel area. A lot of us connect to other people from our solar plexus and our sacral chakras. So maybe if it helps, you can imagine what you can just focus on what cords you can see. For others, it could be around your heart area. For yet others, it could be from the forehead. So whatever works best for you. Take your time and just focus on what these chords look like, and you will see sometimes there are a million chords, they're entangled with each other and they're very strong. Sometimes they're very thin and flimsy. So it depends on your relationship with them, on how much past from past lives you're carrying. So it's different for each person. So just try and visualize these chords connecting you to this other person, whichever part of your body it might be. For me, I mainly see it from my navel area and from my heart. These chords that you see are chords which you, through your interactions with this person, These are the cords which are sucking energy out of you. And so this is what connects you both. There's a transmit of energy, and depending on what kind of cords they are, these most of these cords are no longer serving you in any way which is beneficial to you anymore. Maybe in the past these cords did help you, maybe they were positive, but now they are just like dried roots of a plant which no longer serve their purpose, and we need to get rid of them. Once you're ready, I want you to decide how you want to cut off these cords. You have a few options. You can imagine taking a pair of scissors and cutting through the cords. The idea is that if you cut the cords, then the energy will no longer be transmitted from you to this person, and you will be able to forgive them, get over them, improve your relationships with them, basically end whatever stagnation and whatever negative energy stands between you and them right now. You can imagine a pair of scissors. For some people, you can just imagine slashing them by hand. If that works for you, if you feel slashing them by hand will work for you, that's okay. Me personally, I like to pull them out. If you want to, you can open your eyes and see as I'm showing you the action of pulling out these cords from my heart chakra and throwing them away. So you can either pull them out from the root, whatever feels best for you. You can cut and just so you have to decide how you want to cut them. You can slash, you can take a pair of scissors, or you can just pull these out. And when you do it, you have to say in your mind that I release you, I release you, I release you 3 times. Take as much time as you want and cut off each one of these cords that you can see. For some of you, the cords will be much tougher, thicker, and strong, and they may not be cut in one shot. It can take a lot of effort. You can feel that it's taking a lot of effort or it's regrowing. That's completely normal. Take your time and keep pulling or keep cutting it, whatever works for you. If a scissor works fine, that's perfectly fine, but in whatever way that resonates with you, cut off all these cords which are right now connecting you to this person. And while you do it, say I release you 3 times. If you feel any sort of energetic shift right now, if you have tears coming into your eyes, if you are yawning, or if you're feeling any discomfort in any part of your body, that is completely okay. That is a sign that this is actually working. We hold on to these cords for so many years, we've held on to them for decades, maybe, that when you suddenly start pulling them out, you might feel some sort of discomfort in various parts of your body. Take your time and cut away each one of these cords from the top of your body till your feet, wherever you see these cords connecting the two of you. Cut them completely out. You might feel that sometimes you are hurting your hands when you're pulling at the cords. That's completely okay. We will do a healing practice after this so that your energy does not get disturbed and you do not hurt yourself energetically. When you cut away these cords, sometimes you might feel that you are leaving a hole or some sort of a wound where these cords used to connect the two of you. This is a possibility for many of you. And for this, after you've released all the cords, after you've cut off all the cords connecting the two of you need to imagine a golden light covering those parts which used to have these cords. So if they were in your navel area, imagine a golden light in your navel area. healing the entire region so that there is no hole left and so that the cords do not grow back. Just imagine this golden, bright yellow light filling your entire aura. Imagine it in every part of your body and especially places where you feel that these cords were connecting, because these were the places through which energy was being precious, energy was being sucked out of you, and you were feeling drained because of this particular interaction or relationship. You can also do this exercise, as I said, for someone who's passed away, because if you hold on to them via energetic cords, you will not be able to move on in life. So imagine this golden light filling up your entire body and healing all the places where you feel there might be some wounds. Once you do that, take 3 deep breaths, because you are now complete. You have cut off these energetic cords with them. So take three deep breaths. And now I want you to imagine extending a new cord from your heart to theirs. You can imagine it in any form that you like, but make sure that it is a pleasant cord and it only transmits positive energy. I like to see it as a thin white strand of light connecting me to the other person. Extend this cord from your heart chakra to their heart chakra. And while you do it, say to yourself, let only the cords of love remain between us. Let only the cords of love remain between us. Let only the cords of love remain between us. What we are doing is we have disconnected all the negative cords which were transmitting negative energy, and the only thing that we want is to build this relationship afresh with a lot of positive energy and love, which is the purest form of energy, connecting you both through the heart chakra. Once you feel ready, you can take your time. When you feel ready, say thank you 3 times. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then whenever you feel ready, just open your eyes, come back to reality. And if you want to have a glass of water, go ahead and have. You can do this exercise at any point of time with any person. With every person, you will feel that the chords are different. With some, there might be very few chords, very easily you're able to cut them. With some, you'll take multiple sessions, but you can do this at any point of time. Although you can also get a private session with me where I also do some chakra healing with the cord cutting, so that the risk of the cord growing back is really low. And also, if you have trouble visualizing this, some people have trouble imagining this person in front of them and visualizing these chords. For them, I would say that it's best to get it done via professional help. So, Diana, how did you like? Did you like the exercise?
Yes, it's quite powerful. I had quite an experience myself. I don't know about others. But thank you, Sonam. That's really, and I really like that you explain more exactly about it and what it means. So wow.
Because that's good. That's good, because I feel that it's very important for you to understand what you're doing, because I think then you learn faster and you sort of it makes more sense to your logical mind.
Yeah.
So in this exercise, these chords were very, like, they were negative energy. So as I said, it might take multiple sessions. So for all of you, for some people, you may not have felt the reaction in the first shot. If the issues are too deep rooted, then you might take multiple sessions to just feel something. But over a period of time, you will feel. And if especially if you want to forgive someone from the past and you want to do this, then this is a very powerful exercise, and you will heal much faster if you do it a few times. And this, I personally used it. So if anyone has any questions, Diana, if you could just unmute them. If anyone has any questions, they could just ask me
Yes.
regarding this exercise.
Just maybe to know, give us a wave so I can unmute one by one. And if you feel uncomfortable, you can also use the chat. So you decide.
Yeah, you can write on chat, or you can just ask us the question if there's anything which you didn't understand about the exercise, or which you want any clarification on. I would love to answer your queries.
Hello, Sonam.
Hello.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hello.
We
Hello.
pressed
Hi.
at the same time, so it went back.
Okay.
Can you hear me, Sonam?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello.
Okay. Hello. Sonam, is it okay if I talk to you in Hindi?
हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, आप हिंदी में पूछ सकते हो.
ओके सोनम, जब हम ये कॉर्ड कटिंग करते हैं और ये सोचते हैं कि हम उस पर्सन को रिलीज करते हैं, मे बी वो पर्सन हमारे साथ हमारे रिलेटिव भी हो सकते हैं, तो मतलब क्या ये इनसे हमारा रिलेशन एंड होता है या जस्ट वो एक नेगेटिव थिंग खत्म होती है?
तो ये बहुत ही अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. सो डायना, आई एम गोइंग टू आंसर द क्वेश्चन इन हिंदी एंड देन आई विल रिपीट इट इन इंग्लिश. सो जब आप कॉर्ड कटिंग करते हो किसी के साथ, व्हेन आप बोल रहे हो कि आई रिलीज यू, आप सिर्फ वो नेगेटिव इमोशन रिलीज कर रहे हो. ये आप उस बंदे से रिलेशनशिप एंड करने का एक्सरसाइज नहीं कर रहे हो, आप एनर्जी चेंज कर रहे हो अगर काफी फ्रिक्शन हो रहा है. एंड इसीलिए हमने लास्ट में एक लव का कॉर्ड एक्सटेंड किया है फ्रॉम दी हार्ट, क्योंकि हम एंड नहीं करना चाहते हैं, चाहे वो आपका कोई पास्ट रिलेशनशिप हो, भले ही एंड हो चुका हो, बट व्हाट वी वांट इज कि हम सबके साथ लव रिलेशनशिप एक मेंटेन रहे, पॉजिटिव एनर्जी रहे. तो बिल्कुल भी आपके रिलेशनशिप को इम्पैक्ट नहीं करेगा, इन द सेंस कि रिलेशनशिप आप एंड नहीं कर रहे हो, आप बस उसे एक पॉजिटिव में ट्रांसफॉर्म कर रहे हो. तो ये बहुत ही अच्छा है. अगर आप करेंटली किसी के साथ रिलेशनशिप में हो, आप अपने पेरेंट, हस्बैंड, सिबलिंग, फ्रेंड किसी के साथ कर सकते हो रिलेशनशिप इम्प्रूव करने में. अगर काफी बार बहुत फ्रिक्शन से नेगेटिव एनर्जी आ जाती है दो लोगों के बीच में, वो आप बिल्कुल क्लियर कर सकते हो. इसे बार बार करके बिल्कुल पॉजिटिव लव वापस ला सकते हो.
और ये हमें हमेशा किसी के गाइडेंस से के साथ करना चाहिए या हम अकेले भी कर सकते हैं ये प्रैक्टिस?
आप अकेले भी कर सकते हो, अगर आप अच्छे से इमेजिन कर सकते हो और विजुअलाइज कर सकते हो, और अगर आपको इम्पैक्ट फील हो रहा है तो आप अकेले कर सकते हो. बट काफी लोगों के लिए काफी मुश्किल होता है ढंग से इमेजिन करके करना. इन दैट केस मैं सजेस्ट करूंगी कि आप एक सेशन बुक कर सकते हो. बट अगर आप इमेजिनेशन उतना अच्छा कर सकते हो, आपको इम्पैक्ट लग रहा है, तो आप अकेले भी कर सकते हो.
Okay, thank you so much, Sonam. It was a wonderful experience.
Thank you so much. So I'll just repeat what I told her in English. She just wanted to know if when I say that I release you, if it leads to an end of the relationship or not, or does it just lead to releasing the negative energy? Because what if you're currently in a relationship with someone and you don't want it to end? So what I told her was that I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. Deepti, hi, sorry. So I told Deepti that when we are cutting off these cords, we are only removing the negative energy. We are not really pushing that person away from our life. And that is why at the end we extend a cord of love from our heart chakra to theirs, so that only love, the energy of love remains between us. So that's very important to do that last step. Even if you don't do it, you're not going to get that person out of your life. You're only dealing with the negative energy between the two of you. So if does anyone else have any other questions?
Just give us a wave again, or chat box, please.
So in the meanwhile, while we're waiting for people to ask questions, if any, I'd just like to mention that I published my book From Stress to Sorted. It's available in ebook format on Amazon. This has 11 different chapters which deal with different daily life situations which create a lot of stress in our lives and how to deal with them. This has an interesting combination of fiction, non-fiction, handmade doodles which are all done by me, and also practical exercises. This has an entire chapter on forgiveness and a lot of exercises which take less than 5 minutes. It's getting rave reviews. So if anyone would like to purchase a copy during the lockdown, I'm donating everything to charity, all sales proceeds, and also the book is currently on 75% off on Amazon. So if you would like to purchase a copy, it would really help me, and do reach out to me. And if you would want to get a tarot session done, I have 14 years of experience. I do very warm, intuitive, heart to heart tarot sessions, and I also put daily tarot guidance on my Facebook page and Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. My page is called Soul Speak Tarot, and you can find me on Facebook, and you can get in touch with me if you want a detailed private session. So yeah, and if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me.
Yes, Sonam. Okay, so that's very beautiful. Thank you again a lot for this. I think all of us got a different output, probably input also to forgiveness by doing this, and it has been really a very beautiful experience. So big thank you for you.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you everyone for attending.
Yes, thank you everyone. And as Sonam says, just you can contact her on the details she provided. Thank you a lot for coming, and have a very lovely day.
Bye, Diana. Bye,
Bye.
everyone.